I went to a nudist camp, and this is what happened. Hi, this is Dr. Tanji, this ex-doctor, and I would like to share with you my experiences in going to a nudist resort. So here I go. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please subscribe. Your subscription helps to tell the algorithm to prioritize my content instead of hiding it. And why should we hide to talk about sexual health and human sexuality? It is not only normal and fun, but absolutely healthy and necessary. You may also become a member of the Sex Intelligent Club for exclusive content not available here. So please take 1 second of your time right now and tick that subscribe button and the notifications bell. Thanks. Okay, so this is my experience, and this is very personal. Those of you who may have gone to a nudist community or may reside in one, you may have a different perspective to share. And if you are watching and you have had these experiences and would like to share, leave your comments below. For those of you who are curious and would like to learn more about what it is like, what it feels like to go into a nudist resort, here we go. How did it occur to me to go into a nudist community? This happened years ago, and I was trying to push my own boundaries and get out of my comfort zone. And I was beginning to study human sexuality in my field, and I wanted to experience the many different ways in which people express their own sexualities and what that meant for me. I was also exploring myself during my early journey into this field and learning how to take all this information in a way in which it made sense for me, but also learn how to relate to people and use it in clinical practice, how to minimize my own biases and learn from those around me. So I decided to spend a day at a local nudist resort. And in preparation for my trip, I called ahead and asked questions. I was especially concerned about safety and their code of conduct since I was going by myself. The attendant over the phone was very, very nice and very willing to answer all of my questions. And after that conversation, I felt at ease and drove the hour plus to get to the resort. What was I expecting? I did not know what I was expecting initially. I was actually open for whatever and tried not to have any preconceived ideas of what the experience should be like, since I didn't know what that was anyway. So in a way, I was a blank canvas and was ready to absorb and learn from everything that I was exposing myself to. I felt at ease and safe going in and was not asking myself many questions during the trip or imagining too many things before going in. I have learned in life to jump into the experience after some analysis, of course, but to be open to learn and not prejudge or anticipate, but instead let the experience unfold and just learn. What did I find? When I first went in, the lady that I talked to over the phone was in the front office. And she greeted me and explained everything to me. But it had not occurred to me that she would be naked, and she was. Duh, I should have probably known. But again, I didn't have any preconceived notions of what I was expecting or going into. And there she was, an older lady, maybe in her 70s, and she was very comfortable being naked and didn't seem to even notice it. My brain, though, noticed it right away, of course, and it was really actively telling me that the lady in front of me was naked, but it did not bother me one bit. I am not a prude, and I admire the human body, so it was just a reaction of my brain, since you don't just go to a place and talk to naked people all around you. So this was super new experience for me, and I was processing it as such. After she explained everything, she sent me off to the campus where I found some other naked people just enjoying themselves with no worries or cares in the world. The campus had hiking trails, a tennis court, a clubhouse, and a pool, and some residences or camping cabins, perhaps. So basically, anything that you can do when you go into a resort, you can do in a nudist community, with the only difference that everyone is naked around you. How was the interaction with others? Everybody was friendly, polite, and very welcoming. This particular nudist resort is non sexual. They don't allow any sexual activity or any display of sexual arousal. So, people who were there in that particular day were nudist pros, not a nudist newbie like me. And they acted normally as they would if they were fully clothed. Conversations were being had, people were using the pool, sunbathing, and having a good time in the nude. There was going to be some social gathering later that evening with food and music, and I was invited to stay. I had lovely conversations with everybody around me, and nobody was out of line or even suggestive of anything sexual. The people in attendance were just regular folks with work and careers from all walks of life that were coming from neighboring cities to free themselves from the constraints of the world and just relax and feel free and sharing the experience with like minded individuals. Everyone was on the elderly side, it seems like, in their 70s and 60s and 70s. And I thought that perhaps at that age, these folks did not care anymore what others thought about them and were authentically who they were. What did I learn? I learned some valuable lessons during that trip. The first thing that I learned was that body acceptance is powerful. Although all the folks were older, I was definitely much younger than all of them. They were not afraid or ashamed of letting their sagginess, their wrinkles, their imperfections show. They were so at ease and relaxed about the whole experience that it made me realize how powerful self acceptance is and how it can allow you to be at peace with who you are instead of letting yourself be worked up or concerned about what others think about yourself and your body. It definitely helped me to continue to celebrate the human body in all its beauty and glory, regardless of the body type or the age. I also learned that these alternative communities place a lot of importance on communication, consent, respect, and making sure that everyone feels safe and comfortable. I never felt like I was in any kind of danger or disrespected in any way, quite the opposite. I felt safer than in the outside world when I have my clothes on. I also learned that for many nudists or naturists, being naked is about being natural, being one with nature, and interacting with nature and with each other in the most natural way possible. The way we came in with our birth suits on without any pretenses or disguises. There, every individual is just a person, and clothing does not signal who you are or what you do, where you come from, what you do for a living. Everyone is equal, and in that vulnerability, there is a sense of self confidence that we should all have with clothes on. And last, I learned about myself that I could do things that were new to me and that I dared to go outside of the boundaries of my own sense of comfort to grow. I have a confession though. I did not get naked. This resort was clothing optional, which meant that I could remain fully or partially clothed if I chose to. And because it was kind of chilly for me, I didn't get the full experience because I didn't get naked during that visit. Nonetheless, it was a very enjoyable place to be in, and the people were very nice around me. If you're a nudist or a naturist and would like to share your experiences, leave them in the comments section below. As always, I wish you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex. This is Dr. Tanji, the Sex Doctor, and I'll see you next time.